So LGD, I think more pressures on them to at least get one game in this series is extremely important.
So, but yeah, like you said, NTS is doing well in the start. I do think in this lane, Pango and Batrider kind of trade in the beginning, and it starts getting dangerous for Pango on level 5 and especially level 6 for Bat, where if you get close at all, you can really be in trouble. Speaking of getting close, Mira
that was
soloed the Disruptor. He's going to have more than enough damage to secure most of the CS against Old 11. So
mid lane, they're going to make their move. Tricks of the trade is there, but Laurel can't do too much damage.
Oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, he could get glimpsed here.
Oh,
he's dead.
Glimpse back, and the swashbuckle. All right, Why You Smiles even come to try to get Mira as well. They got the kinetic field.
Tricks
another 2 seconds, attempting to TP out. He will be fine.
Because now his rotation to kill the Ricky resulted in a tower. So that's definitely nice for him.
They see a Taro. They see... Oh my god, just one swashbuckle. That's it.
That is a big kill. Or you protect the smoke screen so that people can't reposition without a force staff out of your smoke. It's also an interesting combo with Clockwork, right? There's just a lot of reasons if you're playing a faster
Static
pace.
Storm top lane. He did get the morph off though. Man, that is super fast, but he has the support of Laurel. There's a hookshot from Mapushka as well, using the lasso just to ensure nothing to say falls. They'll get him. I can't believe he got that off. Although
he's going to place the sentry and choose not to deward because he doesn't want to give up his position, so he can make a move instead.
Indeed, he's going to attempt it. They don't have vision here. There's the dart. Static Storm is there onto Mapushka, but you have to glimpse him back. They finally do, but that's the only kill. That's not what they want. They get Mira as well. The 2 supports, PSG, LGD. Spirit not able to really take advantage of that. An advantage.
Batrider didn't have resources, so he couldn't connect.
Taro. He gets his morph off, but he has very little mana to speak of thanks to the Diffusal Blade. Rolling Thunder continuing. You can see the shard newly picked up by Nothing to Say. Blade Mail from Shiro. Not going to do too much. There's a swatch again. He gets glimpsed, and, well, Taro gets taken out for the second time.
It was pretty close, for sure. Now Laurel is going to show up with his BKB, so...
Hook shot. Nothing to Say. He's going to get bounced back thanks to the cogs. Lasso's there as well. Mira and Collapse have come to play, so they end up getting some sort of a trade. It's a mid laner for position 1.
So this would be a flat-out 4-on-4 if Spirit fancy this, and they do.
Yeah, Old 11 looking at potentially lasso somebody. You can see Mira has already used the dart onto Nothing to Say, but I don't know if they're actually going for this. Laurel gets glimpsed back, not fully committing to anything. The swashbuckle, there's a huge wrath of the nature, Aghanim Scepter, and all the good stuff that comes with it. Massive amount of damage, Nothing to Say, gets waveformed and brought down immediately. Old 11 still stuck in place despite having the Greaves not tanky enough. 3 dead for LGD. That was the Aghanim's reveal from Collapse, and that did work. He's going for the BKB first, as the Mithril Hammer so far.
Old 11 maybe the one hero that can survive some of the onslaught with the Greaves, so he can at least get rid of the sticky napalm stacks, but he has no hood, he didn't go for it. I think even he is susceptible to getting burst. We're going to see the opening here from Mira.
Yep, trying to set up a kill onto Old 11. It's a pretty difficult one, especially when the hook shot misses. Shadow Step being shown by Shiro, so still has his haunt to work with. Lasso now onto the Enchantress. That looks to be a freebie. Big Static Storm comes out, so 1-for-1 exchange, support for support. Nothing to Say rolls in. And Planet looks like he's finally going to go down to Laurel and all that ridiculous damage, but it'll be the trade that you don't want if you're Team Spirit, as Laurel will fall. Collapse, TP's out, no stuns, is fine. Yeah, it's not only Clock, but I would say it's also the Ricky. Oh, you said Ricky Clock. That I thought it was one hero at first. Like, oh, that's a new hero. Yeah, that makes sense. But you did pick it into it, right? At least the Ricky, as we're going to see the hook shot in. Static Storm is connected completely onto the Ricky, and he gets blown up right off the bat. Wrath of Nature rooting 2 heroes. There's the lasso from Laurel. All the damage being applied to Old 11. He is donezo, along with the Enchantress. The chase continues. Like Nothing to Say will be fine, but Planet does have the Blink Dagger, so PP's to safety. Actually, if you think about it, it's kind of a cool name. Shadow Blade.
I'm glad you figured that out all on your own. That's...
I don't know. Lothars are just so hard to kick.
Let me know when you want to talk.
The dart into the initiation from Laurel. That is a dead Pango. And the root on the hook shot. Man, this Timbersaw cannot do anything. Just completely stun locked. But Static Storm on top of Laurel is trying to get away from this Bat Rider. Waveform Yotaro turns into the Timber Saw, now focusing all his efforts onto Shiro. A couple more right clicks will do it along with that Flame Break. Double kill for Laurel. 2-0. Team Spirit being extremely good in this game number 1.
And now that the timing is online, they're going to make their own move with the smoke. The Aghanims on Morph going to turn that against Spectre. Going to lose a ton of attack speed.
The dart, there it is, onto Shiro. Lasso to follow it up. Inside the Static Storm, they don't care. They just pop the BKBs and finish off the Spectre in style. 60 seconds of no carry for PSG LGD. Now YU Smile looks to be next, gets bursted down. And Old 11 likely to be next. It's not a big whirling death, actually kills off Mira, but it will likely cost him his life in addition. So triple kill for Yotaro, and now they can go and finish off the old Roche if they want.
It's gonna go down, Aegis on Yotaro, and yeah. Barely breathing at this point in this game.
What do you think about Shiro's...
Oh, nothing to say.
No, he got silenced, or he got the darted.
Disc.
He's pretty fast with that haste rune. All right, and he gets Force Staff. Mira, in the meantime, getting quite low, but here's a hook shot, and Old 11 is the one to die instead. So not exactly the target we were expecting. Gotta play to win, not play not to lose, or whatever the hell that saying is.
Yep, that is true.
48 seconds left on the Aegis, so we'll see if Team Spirit want to chillax a bit.
Or they're going to try to find Shiro here. They're reading this movement perfectly, that they're going top Laurel.
Yep,
Planet first. The dart. He didn't react. He didn't see it coming, so didn't Manta.
And hook
this
shot.
Could be trouble.
And this could be the end of the game, potentially. He gets rooted inside the Sprout as well. Has the Blade Mail activated, but those cogs will prevent you from going anywhere. Does not finish off the Batrider.
Oh, got the return kill.
He did, actually.
And they could try to force a buyback here. I think the Morph kill is still really difficult for the Radiant to pull off, even without Aegis. Now he has Butterfly. So I wouldn't mind seeing Yotaro just going in here and starting to hit this tower, or he's just going to Shadow Step in and look for the kill.
Yeah, just turns into Spectre. It's like, I'm better than you. Okay, Eon disprocs on the nothing to say. And Old 11 just has to brush off this damage. Yotaro's BKB is done, so he does have to be a bit careful. But without the Batrider, I was going to say Team Spirit would maybe back off, but they look to be wanting to aggress. Getting a little bit of vision there. There's the dart again onto Old 11. Already at half HP. My goodness. Very little even used here. And he is just destroyed.
He just can't tank this.
Goodness.
He gets Silver Edge hit, and he doesn't start getting stacks on his armor. The ideal play is for the Static Storm Disruptor with Ags to blink catch Bat, I think, or the Morph. Either of these two out of the picture does allow for Shiro to potentially play the fight.
Nothing to say. He gets spotted. But he's going to be fine. Oh, I say that maybe too early. Double Flame Break, but wrong direction. Collapse, okay. He gets the leash with the Sprout. Nothing to say is nullified. He gets Lasso. He's been magic immune this entire time and still feels like just super squishy. They really have time to go get it, or if they even need it at this point. And both bottom and mid are gone, so top is the last remaining to get these mega creeps. Planet, he gets off his Static Storm, but dies inside of it, and that is just going to be GG for LGD. As they get outclassed in this game number 1 by Team Spirit, who continue to look extremely good. We talked about how they lost off of...
They lost to Gaming Gladiators, that's right, last night.
Right.
Oh, he's gonna... Yeah, he's checking all the angles here. He knows that the word is in the bottom half now. And PSG LGD are going to start denying it. Turning this into a bait.
Oh!
Good deny.
Yeah,
oh,
he's
boy,
stuck
this is
inside
a good
the
trap.
shards, but the Split Earth is doing a lot of damage, and this is a 5v5 old-fashioned brawl right here. The glimpse back onto Mira. First blood for Old 11. Planet will not live as the Split Earth splits him open.
It is nice for split push pressure, and giving yourself ensnare is actually kind of cool too, because of how heavy single target damage you have. So,
top lane collapse. He is dead. My goodness, that is a lot of damage coming out on top of him.
That's the only difference. They made 2 words for the same animal, so they could make 2 jokes.
Oh, we got the stun from collapse. Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage. Probably won't be able to get the kill, but force him out nonetheless. And mid lane, okay, nothing to say in Why You Smile.
Standing there as a ward himself and ends up claiming that kill with a curse dive on cooldown. So Good protection there, but obviously the trade-off is Old 11 being completely free in the lane, closing him
While you smile,
5.
dies in the top lane, and Collapse is taking a ton of damage. The Thunder Strike not enough. And we have more action mid lane as Laurel got extremely low. We're going to see the stun coming from Miposhka as nothing to say is attempting to run away as Laurel does end up dropping to Planet's damage over time. Mira, Thunder Strike upon him, gets glimpsed to the other side of his cogs inside the kinetic field now. And nothing to say, saves his snowball and punch. They were going to get that kill relatively easily, but Yatoro turns into nothing to say. Inside his own shards now. He's going to get right-clicked out eventually, but it's going to cost Laurel his life again. And now Yatoro, Frost Shield applied to him. He's going to be stuck inside the kinetic field again. You can see the Mortimer's Kiss is trying to help him out, but the double kill for Old 11 comes to fruition nonetheless. So Collapse not able to do too much with his rotation. So two enormous kills again for PSG LGD. They do lose the Tusk though.
Oh, Miposhka now.
11. Yeah, Miposhka looks like he's ticking down to the Fire Spirits. Egg did go off. Not sure if that did anything, but...
Spirit will concede the mid tower and try to get their own top, but it looks like it's going to come at a price.
Yeah, it looks like the tower will fall one way or the other. As Laurel, he's going to be spotted by Shiro, gets off the Pulse Nova, but in the meantime, we can see that Snapfire is being taken out by Tusk, so that's another big kill for PSG LGD. Laurel getting Spirit Siphon. Split Earth will not hit. Frost Shield keeps him alive about a half second longer, and that's actually going to cost Miposhka, in all likelihood, his life. Gets off the chain for us, but he's going to get bursted down into Oblivion again. So 3 for nothing. I mean, Team Spirit do get the tier 1 tower, but they're going to lose their tier 1 top as well.
It's interesting how much value they've got out of Disruptor in comparison to the last game. It's just night and day how much they've been able to accomplish because of the hero pairings the Disruptor has this time around compared to the last one.
Oh, they're going to try to go on Shiro. He does not have his song right now. Hookshot is there along with the cookie. And he tried to defend, but none of his teammates could partake, apparently. Or wanted to partake, even.
They need a little bit of breathing room here to do Spirit.
Collapse. Well, Planet has to be careful with his egg around him, but that's a static storm. You can't use anything in that. Stuck inside the shards again. There's nothing to say. His rotations have been on point this game. They find the kill. Yatoro. All right, you got the high ground egg. Yatoro's going to try to take it out, and they will be successful. It's going to be Planet getting the last hit there, as LGD look to be crumbling a bit in this fight. So a 2 for 1. Or sorry, Miposhka is the one that got the kill on the egg.
Getting that extra value point and cookie for now to just make those ganks that more powerful.
If they can get Shiro again. Shiro. He's saving a point, I think. I don't know if he can get it off in time, though.
Cookie doesn't matter.
Wow. That is a lot of magic damage. So second death in just about a minute, I want to say, for Shiro. So a lot of the BKBs will be finished around the same time. Laurel did end up finishing the Bloodstone much later than he would have wanted, obviously, but I mean, the fact that he's 4th could have been a lot worse, considering he has 4 deaths. As maybe make that 5, and Miposhka does get off the Frost Shield, but here comes the counter initiation with that hook shot. Not going to save the old goat Leshrak. And Mira, okay, we're going to get a Chain Frost here from Miposhka, doing a considerable amount of damage. Mira has that Spirit Vessel applied right now. Old 11 could probably finish them off with a Crypt Swarm. Indeed, he does. So 2 for nothing.
Looking for
nothing to say. He's got his haste. They just want to see Collapse. He's going to get Frost Shielded. Punched into the air. Static Storm going to keep him at bay along with that kinetic field. And a 3 for nothing. Nothing to say and company. Just absolutely dominating. Again, 4 for nothing. But here comes Yatoro. He wants to fight. He's going to get...
He's not even going to get anyone.
He might get the support Disruptor, but yeah, absolutely not. Okay.
Well, Laurel can show up and get one.
Laurel got him.
Maybe that's the idea. As Roche is gone. First Roche of the game, 22 minutes with EXO.
Laurel had to stay back to be able to defend a little bit here. Oh, the song. All right, Shiro and company, they have an idea that Collapse is here. Gonna get punched. Snowball. Inside the shards up, and that big Lich ult is bouncing left and right, but they will find Collapse regardless. And the BKB activate from nothing to say means he does not give a shit about that. Mira TP's out in his own cogs as Miposhka getting pursued. Nothing to say. would think we'll be able to get this with the help of Old 11 now. Frost Shield just delaying it a little bit. But 2 for nothing as the Aegis still intact. This smoke is finally going to run out. My goodness, that was a long smoke as the tier 1 tower is finally taken out. Able to find anything initially, but Laurel is going to take the ruin. He's going to get punched into the air. BKB already popped. Cookie's going to save him for the time being, but he can only stand his ground with the BKB Pulse Nova. And both sides kind of waiting this out a bit as Yatoro pops his BKB of his own, now focusing on Nothing to Say, but there's the song. Is it going to cancel the Snapwire ult? It is not. So Nothing to Say has to buy back into the game as the egg inside the pit. That's the shard as well. The Sunray doing pretty good work as the Lich ult is doing even more so, but Shiro, he's getting extremely low. He's going to drop. The Aegis was consumed naturally, I believe. So really good timing from Team Spirit is why he's going to force step to the high ground. Kinetic Kill keeps him in the vicinity, and Yatoro gets glimpsed back, so Y is actually okay. So you can see that PSG LGD are also smoked. Blink Dagger at the ready. Mira, he's going to be spotted. Okay, smoke's finally broken. Laurel going to run right into Shiro, gets silenced pretty much right off the bat. They're trying to make him use his BKB. He's going to take a considerable amount of damage. Still has not popped it. Frost Shield keeping him pretty healthy. There's the initiation on top of the Death Prophet. Old 11 is just going to get dropped right off the bat. The Naga Siren ult not really helping out at all as Planet gets off the Sunray, has the egg still available. Orchid going to keep the Clockwork from preventing using any spells as Old 11. He's popped back into this game. He's already at half HP. Pops his BKB. There's the egg and the Sunray combination, so Spirit need to just recalibrate.
Oh, those shards missed all of them!
Shard does not block anybody in, and with that, PSG LGD looks like they need to reset as well, as they don't really have a hero other than like Phoenix that can try to snipe this. So that is the Aegis for Yatoro. Well, doesn't want to show himself. It is nighttime. Obviously, the Aegis is not something they want to try to focus down here. Yeah, there's the hook shot. They're going to try to burst down Old 11 again. They do. No buyback, 90 seconds, no DP, but there's Nothing to Say. Gets off the Walrus Kiss, but it's just on Mira. They do end up finding him. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out from the Mortimer's Kisses and whatnot, but the BKB's activated galore. PSG LGD have to kind of reset.
Song is ready.
Range Rax is taken out already. There's the glimpse onto Laurel. He gets kicked into the fountain, and he gets rooted on top of all that. He is dead inside the fountain. Nice job from PSG LGD, but oh, the fortification. See if they're able to get this Rax in time. There's 2 siege units. Yeah, so that is a top Rax regardless.
I want to see more out of Shiro. I've been a bit disappointed with his overall impact in this game on Naga, given how much farm they've put into him. But obviously from a lineup or matchup perspective, it is a bit oh, this is a good catch. They have static Ags.
Oh,
this is huge.
There it is.
This is huge.
With the static. Oh my god, they just blow up the Lech like none other. Mira is just going to die as residual damage, but that is 3 kills. Make it 4 as Collapse goes down as well. Oh my god, what
Yatoro
a disaster
1v5, let's go.
Team Spirit. Yatoro pops the BKB. Recently picked up the Ags, and all he can do is try to fight his way out of this, but it's not going to happen. A full team wipe set up from the disgusting song into Static Storm Ags. Holy Jesus.
And this has turned everything on its head. You were talking about the roller coaster graph. Look at the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That is...
Finish the Rax.
In the song, Static Storm, I think that might be good enough.
He does have Eon Disc.
Oh, he has a disc. He has a disc
that he can assemble at any time. Oh, the kick back.
Collapse.
All right, Collapse. That's a nice pick off for PSG LGD. 75 seconds, no buyback on the Snapfire.
Because this fight is going to be...
They're trying.
It's impossible to take into the Aegis, and yeah, they will go for the 4v5. The
might be too late. We'll see.
Yeah,
they're going to be spotted. There's the hook shot onto Old 11.
Too early.
All right, they're not going to go
what's
for the
going on?
quite yet.
Oh, the save.
Okay, they save him temporarily. Old 11 still getting quite low. Finally will drop to the Chain Frost. Now Mira with the Nullifier getting dropped as well, but he's going to buy back into the game on the Clockwork. You can see the Sunray just doing work onto Laurel. Finally pops the BKB, very late usage. Has nothing to say, stuck inside this split earth, and Yataro just cleaning up on the sideline. They did not finish Roche, so that means double buyback now from PSG LGD. They're gonna be able to get the Aegis. Yataro takes it for himself, as Shiro doesn't have his song available anymore, still has the Sheep and the Manta Saw if he wants to use it. Nothing to say, getting extremely low on the sideline. The Gem just sitting on the deck. He's gonna go down to the Lich Nuke. In the meantime, Mira looks like he is taking a ton of damage from Planet. The glimpse back Yataro. He's just standing in place very awkwardly. Aegis still intact though, so this is one death for him. Meanwhile, Laurel's getting chased by Old 11 who popped the BKB, but now they have the Static Storm. They have the control that is needed to finally kill off Yataro, who has made this a much more difficult game for PSGLG out of nowhere. But the buybacks have worked out in some respect for PSGLGD. As you can see, Yataro, no buyback available for himself.
Out of it, he doesn't get BKB off in time and just dies. Has to TP and come back in. There were multiple things there for PSGLG that did not go according to plan, but the buffer with the buybacks and
the last pitch effort
enough.
Here, the gobble up, but now the kickback as Laurel is kind of isolated on the back line. Stuck inside the kinetic field. Already the Ancient is at half HP. Chainfrost not really bouncing a whole lot. Laurel still kind of isolated. Finally going to be killed off by the Sunray and right clicks of the Tusk. It looks like Lich is going to be next, and now they can just focus down the Ancient absolutely no problem. Still no Morphling for 20 seconds. They're going to go for the kills now, though, as Laurel did buy back into the game. Has the Chi still available on himself. The Egg with the Sunray. Glimpse not going to... Oh, actually does bring back the Leshrac. Already at half HP. The Spirit Vessel still applied. 10 seconds till the Morphing is back, but Laurel will not be here for it. Is finally going to get dropped, and with that, Yataro, I don't think can hold this Cinderin, as they can just focus down the Ancient. He's going to BKB, Morphling waveform in, but the Song of the Siren, awkwardly used. To try.
He's healing his team, I guess.
Yeah, alright. Finally, the Orchid is applied. GG well played is called, and they can't even end up killing Yataro again, but they do find their way to taking out the Ancient, so a 1-1 split between PSG LGD and Team Spirit. That was a lot of back and forth.